Untitled, me solving this question in Edabit. It's the reverse Lego Yoda question. It says to create a function that takes a string with at least one sentence and it returns a string, the parts after the comma at the beginning of the sentence. And so in the example, they take the two parts separated by the comma, and then they get swapped. This question, it looks easy. It was a little bit tricky because this one has two parts in it. So it has this one and it also has another one. Here you have one of the examples, and I just put it in a split function right now as a string, and this is going to be the string that's going to be returned in the output, this part. So then what we have to do is we use the split function and split it by the period. So then we'll have two sections, this section and this section. And then from those sections, we'll take the individual parts and then we'll swap them. And then after you swap them, put them into this text. We're going to first create a for loop. We'll have two parts. So now we have this part already done, these two parts. And we need another array to store this other smaller value into it. What we're going to do is we're going to first create a string. This will be a temporary string that runs every time it goes through. And it will be equal to one of the elements at the index of I for the new text. And the next part will be another temporary. And this will be a string, and it's going to split by this function right here. So now we have our parts all split up, and now we have to format the string. So for formatting, we have a if condition. So there's going to be if I equals to 0, then it's going to do this stuff in here, or else it's going to do something similar, but it's also going to format it and add it to the reverse text. I'm going to add the first part. The first part here takes the beginning and then it capitalizes it. That's what we're going to do first. I'm going to use the substring function. It's going to go for the first letter and uppercase it. And then we're going to add the rest of this part. So then we'll build the rest of everything. And then we have a plus here. So now we have a space. So after this part goes, there's no longer this period. And then we add a space. And we have to lowercase this letter. And then add the rest of it. Add a space. And then now we're on this part of the index. And we're going to lowercase this one. And we have to just finally add in last part. You have to add a little period at the end. So we add a period. This. And now we're going to do something similar for the next part, but slightly different. So we're just going to Let's get it over and paste it over here. So the first thing, add is a space. To separate the two parts. And then this part right here, I think it looks period. And then this space, we won't need anymore. I'm going to change this one to 0.2. And this last part, keep the period there. I'm going to add this function. So then the verb, I had to change this height. Nope. As you can see, the code looks just like this. It looks just like how it should. This part got swapped, period, and then this part capitalized, and then got swapped. And it looks all good. So we're just gonna copy and paste this. And I'm just gonna change this part and return the reverse X. So you have everything going. Or it belong. And children. That's gonna be it. Thanks for watching.